Oh my goodness, how you doing, honey?
I'm gonna cry. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. This is amazing. We're Cheryl and Paul Shard, hosts of the Distant Shores Sailing Adventure TV series. We've been cruising and living aboard for 34 years, documenting the sailing lifestyle. Join us for the building of our 5th boat, a custom aluminum Orion 49.
All right, super excited here. We've been watching the progress over the last couple days on the boat. It's coming together. There is a launch date, but the whole inside is starting to look really ready. We've got a bunch of the carpentry has been installed already, and a lot of it has been interior. A lot of the interior has been varnished even. So I'll take you and show you a little bit of the varnishing activity that's been going on. I love coming to this shop. It's such a light, airy space. I got these cool boats in here, not just ours, but this one here. This is a 20-year-old steel boat built by these guys 19 years ago. And she's back for a spray paint to freshen it up again. Looks just incredible. So here we are on the downstairs level underneath the boats. They have a paint booth here. I'll go and take you inside and show you. Oh. A lot of the cabinetry is hiding in here. Smells fragrantly, a little bit of varnish. This was done on Friday. And somebody working on this stuff. Look at this. Isn't that cool? I love the way the colors change when you turn it in the light on this sapele mahogany. So they're putting a number of coats on. This is kind of a special filler varnish, so it's high build. And then they sand it, so it's had a couple of coats already. Sand and fill again. And then it's going to be sanded, and the last coat will be a matte finish so that it isn't super shiny all the time, but they do shiny coats up until the last bit. So there's a whole pile of pieces. The table, the main saloon table downstairs is below decks is over there being worked on. It doesn't have any coats on yet. You can see the difference. This is one of the window surrounds, and it hasn't got any varnish on yet. And then you see this with the varnish on. Let's go see what else we can find. Yeah, so that's the paint shed. And the boat is there. All the rudders have been fitted already, but they've taken them out again now to do some more work in the locker. And all over the shop there are pieces of the boat. So let's see. Here's the window surrounds for the port hand side. How you doing, Cher?
Oh, so excited. We just, it just came up so quickly. It's been a very long project, and now 4 weeks till we launch, and lots going on here, as you'll see.
The parts keep moving around. We were in here yesterday, and the nav station was here, but it's gone now. So
yeah, and this is the keel box casing. So the keel swings up into the bottom of the hull, and this covers it, so it's part of the lower salon.
There's some doors, and there's some more shelving. Oh, here's the freezer. Yeah.
They've covered the floor again in the cockpit, and they've put in the
They've covered the floor again in the cockpit, so They're just trying to protect the cockpit surface from the working when they're working on the boat. But basically, underneath all this sort of protective packaging, she's nearly done. And just a few weeks to go. Oh, there's the nav station. Ready to be installed hopefully this afternoon after the wiring is finished. No pressure, but that wiring's got to get done.
Well, I think a lot of things are hanging on that. So.
All the window surrounds there have gone in just this morning because these beams weren't here.
Right. Oh, yeah. And that wasn't in either. Nor this. He was just doing the caulking around the window.
So really, the only thing I think that hasn't been made yet is this ceiling. The ceiling has to be constructed. It's built in place. So as soon as the nav station is in, these side panels can go up. And then as soon as the side panels are up, then the ceiling can be built. But right now, it's like, so once it's like that, then the ceiling, like that over there, then that's how the ceiling can be built from there. Very cool. Well, there you go. So I just wanted to update you. We're so excited about the launch coming up. So if you can come over and register for the party. It's on the web. There'll be links on our website to how to sign up for the party.
And also on Enksail Yacht's website. We'll be doing social media posts, but basically we're doing a launch party weekend, April 20th, which is a Saturday, and then into Sunday, we're going to be conducting seminars. There's a Sunday brunch, if you can stay the weekend. But otherwise, the Saturday is open invitation for anybody to come, and then if you want to stay for the dinner and the blessing of the boat and the naming ceremony.
Blessing? Oh,
that
cool.
will be in the evening. And there are tickets for that.
So exciting.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hope you can join us to celebrate this really special occasion.
So I want to give you a tour of one of our technical spaces with some of the equipment that's been installed in here. So I'm just going to look around at all of the different equipment and give you a bit of a tour. This is the cockpit locker, and it's got a bunch of stuff in here. And also in here we've got the electrical room, another technical room area that we can access through this hatch here. First of all, in behind me, we're looking at the Webasto heater. So this is a hydronic heating system that brings water and runs it through lockers in the boat. So the hydronics takes cool water and heats it up in this box, and using a diesel-fired furnace, and then takes the water and pumps it out through the hot lines through the boat, and then the water comes back in to be heated again. And it does another secondary heating job of heating also over here into the water heater for the boat. So this normally on most boats is heated by the engine or when you're at the dock. So if you're anchored for the night, you wouldn't have hot water after you had a first shower, and the hot water would be gone. But in this case, the hot water heater here, or the boat's heater here, will be heating the boat up and also heat water so you can have showers through this. So that's part of the water heating system. What else do we have in here? That's the heating system and water heater, I should say. So we've also got down here, down on the floor, we have got some through hulls bringing water in. This input is for the deck wash pump, where you can wash down the anchor chain or anchor when it's coming up. So the water comes in through, salt water in through a seacock, through a strainer, and the wash down pump here. That's a 24 volt pump off the 24 volt system and sends water up to the anchor washdown, and it's also for the fresh water or for the saltwater flushed toilets. We have a second input pump here. This is to cool the hybrid engine. So the hybrid motor system will do another When the install on that is finished, we'll do a complete video on that, on how the combi system works for the hybrid drive. But this is water in for saltwater cooling, and it runs just through a little heat exchanger, and then salt, and then cooling liquid goes from here into the combi system and back here again. So the salt water is just literally running a little circuit like this, bringing in salt water, running it through the filter, running it through the heat exchanger, and spitting it back out overboard again. Okay, and then what else we have in here? Over here we have got inputs for the desalination system by Schenker, which you're seeing right behind me. So this is the membrane box up here. So that's the two membranes and controls for it. But the pumps for the whole thing are down here. The pumps box, so that is the input pump are here, and the water comes in through another seacock, so salt water comes in and goes through this system. So you first filter out the silt and then fine filter down to 5 microns, and then it goes through the pressure pump and over here. I'm gonna need to put a little seat in the back. Oh, that's better. Then it'll go into this, which is the main desalination box. And this is a Schenker 50, so it does 50 liters per hour. And there's the controls panel for it. It's just right over here. That's the control panel. And that's a tour of the main components in here. I think we did everything. Yep. Oh, no, not quite. We got 2 of our beautiful winch motors. Power winch and a second power winch. It's just like there somewhere. It must be right over my head. And then finally in here we have the locker, the main electrical locker with the big bus for the 48 volt system and the combi drive. The shore power input through the transformer, and then the power goes into the charger inverter, 6,000 watt charger inverter, and then that's the bus with all of the Victron power stuff right there for the 48 volt bus.